For everything I've researched on the Fender Rhodes piano, the one thing that really interests me the most is Dyno My Piano. And the Fender Rhodes, it's a complex instrument. It's a lot of things can make or break this instrument, and how well set up it is. And during many years of its production, it wasn't set up that great leaving the factory. And this allowed a lot of opportunities for people to come along with their own service that would set up the pianos. Also, after a while of playing them, a piano needs kind of setting up again, needs refurbishing, and a lot of these vendors arose over the time period since Fender Rhodes pianos have been manufactured. One of the most famous is Dyno My Piano. They have amazing branding. Check out this logo. I absolutely love this logo. I love the details in it. It's definitely got an element of an era, but I kind of like that. There are many opinions of how to set up a Fender Rhodes piano, and I wouldn't say there's a right way or wrong way, as long as it's kind of consistent and sounds pleasant. Some people enjoy reaching for some sparkly tones, where others might like a little duller growly tones. Some might want to mix up a bit of the two. Dyno went for bell, and then went for even further than that. I think it's fair to say that this sound is actually known as the Dyno My Piano sound. Now, I'm not sure if they were the first to create it, but they were definitely the first to brand it, and it stuck. This sound actually was so popular that they actually ran training courses showing other vendors how to recreate this sound and use the products that Dyno My Piano produced. I would love to hear from someone who's actually done this training course or has any information on it, or even just some notes. I just think that this information would be really cool if it's captured and shared. You might not enjoy the Dyno My Piano sound, but understanding how to create it, what it is, will help you create the sound that you want. So the Dyno My Piano has a Facebook page, and this is run by some enthusiasts, and this is where I got the t-shirt from. So if you can, do support them, do follow it, and if you can buy a t-shirt, it helps kind of help run the page. I'm not associated with them at all. I do like the work they're doing, and I hope that the work they do will help me as well, because in this little series I want to try and recreate that Dyno, that My Piano sound. I want to create more light onto what it is, so that any information that's out there can kind of come out, and hopefully we can recreate a lot of that sound. But I've got so many questions, and the information out there is very sparse. Like, what is a tri-chorus? What is the percussion pedal? Is there a bi-chorus? Is there a quad chorus? What's the difference between the Pro preamp and the EQ preamp? And what exactly is a Dyno My Piano setup? What does it entail? I have many more questions, and I do hope this information is captured and archived. I know it's not everyone's favourite sound, and sometimes when Dyno My Piano comes up on internet forums, people do oppose it quite strongly. But I do think it's an important part of the Fender Rhodes history. One thing that I really think is interesting is how the Fender Rhodes piano became obsolete as like the DX7 by Yamaha came along, the Roland D50 and the Korg M1. And these all had electric piano presets. But I would say they sounded more Dyno My Piano than Fender Rhodes. And maybe that was just fashion at the time, maybe that was a direction, but I find it an important part of the history of how the piano evolved over these years. I know I'm very lucky to own a Fender Rhodes piano, and I want to understand the instrument to the max, and I want to be able to get the whole range of sounds from it. One I really want to explore is if I can recreate some of these Dyno My Piano sounds. But as a Fender Rhodes piano is really rare, and Dyno My Pianos are really rare, I haven't really had a chance to kind of get hands-on with any bits of kit. I have seen Dyno My Piano preamps sell online, and they don't stick around very often, and they don't come up very often. So my plan is to try and recreate the Dyno My Piano sound from my piano. And I know I'm going to make mistakes, but hopefully I raise enough questions and trying to get enough people interested that we can kind of work together and come up with something. And I do hope that the Dyno My Piano Facebook page, they can help shine some light onto what I can do to achieve this sound. But yeah, if you can support them, check out the page. It's in the description, and I'm sure a like or follow to them will be much appreciated. And to me, I think it links quite well to my DIY piano project, is that I like the idea that someone took the Fender Rhodes, analysed it and went their own direction, and it's been a huge inspiration. But I'm going to leave that there for now. Next time I'm going to make a preamp based on the schematic of the Dyno My Piano preamp. But till then, I'll see you then.